Hello everyone and welcome back to Data Science on the Fly. In today's video, we will be discussing how to write a basic function in Python for beginners. Let's get started with a scenario. Janice has just left a boring conference in search of food. Sadly, this conference is underfunded, and all they have outside of the main doors are off-brand packaged cookies. She wants something a bit more substantial, so she keeps wandering through the building where the conference is being held. Finally, she stumbles upon a huge platter of tacos outside of another conference. Janice is no petty thief, but she's so hungry. She decides to eat a few tacos before someone catches her. How full she gets depends on the amount of time she has to eat. If she has under 5 minutes, she'll still be very hungry. If she has between 5 and 10 minutes, she'll be slightly hungry. And if she has more than 10 minutes, she'll be full. So, what is our first step? First, we need to write out what our function needs. We are given that Janice's state of hunger is dependent on how much time she had to eat. Given this information, we can write the following. If Janice has less than 5 minutes, she'll be very hungry. If she is greater than or equal to 5, but less than or equal to 10 minutes, she'll be slightly hungry. And if she has greater than 10 minutes, she'll be full. Now that we know what our function needs, let's give it more logic. First, it's important to recognize that this function will require the input of the time Janice has. When we input that into the function, it should output back to us the state of her hunger. We'll name the number of minutes that serve as our input as minutes. One note: pay special attention to the edge cases of your conditions. For example, note what happens if the input minutes is exactly 5 minutes or exactly 10 minutes. In those particular cases, what does the problem say that the output should be? Test your function for these cases to ensure its output is correct according to the problem given. Let's take a look at the pseudocode on the right. If the minutes is less than 5, the output will be Janice is very hungry. If the minutes value is greater than or equal to 5 and less than or equal to 10, the output will be that Janice is slightly hungry. And if the minutes value is greater than 10, the output will be that Janice is full. Now let's take a look at our function. This function is defined as hunger underscore state, and as we can see, the input value is set to minutes. This function is an if-else statement. If the input is less than 5 minutes, then the function will return Janice is very hungry. Else if the input value is equal to or greater than 5 minutes, or less than or equal to 10 minutes, the function will return Janice is slightly hungry. Else the function will return Janice is full. The else in this function is for any input that is greater than 10 minutes. Now that we have seen the function, let's look at some outputs. We can see that when the minute input value was 2, the function returned Janice is very hungry. Take special note of the output value for input minutes of 5 and 10. These are our edge cases of our conditions. When the minute input value was 5, 7, or 10, the function returned Janice is slightly hungry. And when the minute input value was 11, the function returned Janice is full. Now that we have seen a basic function, let's discuss a summary of the steps. 1. Extract the relevant programmable information from a problem. 2. Write out what the function should do in simple language. Note what the inputs and outputs should be and pay special attention to edge conditions. And 3. Write your code and test it. That is our basic function in Python for beginners. For more lessons on data science and analytics, don't forget to subscribe.